Hey, what is going on, everybody? Daily Gaming News here. Today, the news has spread about a simple iOS game that has earned millions within the first 2 weeks of its release in the mobile market. This game is Fallout Shelter. It's a strategy game made by Bethesda as a free game to play while you're waiting to get Fallout 4. Although this game has earned $5 million, Apple does get a 30% cut, but that still leaves Bethesda with a few million. In this game, you build your own shelter by purchasing rooms that you unlock from having more people in your vault. There are rooms where you work, like water treatment plants, diners, and energy plants. There are housing rooms where you sleep, and also training rooms like where you train a vault resident to do better in a specific area. For example, the armory will upgrade the perception stat of a vault resident. Like the Fallout games, there are RPG elements. You need to train your resident stats, and the stats will upgrade over time. Also, when you have people working in a diner, for example, you will earn more food, which raises the food bar. This goes for the energy and water plants as well. Also, there are other rooms like a radio station that you use charisma in, and basically, when a character has a higher charisma, it's easier to find a survivor outside of the wall, and then you can add them in as a resident of your vault. So, what do I think of this, guys? First of all, this is awesome news. Within the first 2 weeks. Now, this game has been out for now a month now, but just to find out that in the first 2 weeks of it releasing that it already earned $5 million, that's just awesome. And it's still like #1 in the App Store now. If I go to the App Store right now, I have my phone out. Let me just go in the App Store. And then if you go under games, it'll still be like the top, #1. So that's awesome. That after a month, it's still on #1. And #1 overall is Agar.io, Agario. I don't know how to pronounce it. I don't know if you say Agar.io. I just know that. Yeah. But I'm gonna go under all games. And I'm gonna go under free, and then Fallout Shelter will be #1. Oh wait, no, never mind. It's still Agario. Maybe Action. It may be #1 under top grossing. I don't know. I'm not really getting... All I know, well, it's still really high up there, to be honest with you guys. In first place or not, it's still really popular game. And it's still making a bunch of money. Now, for a simple app game that wasn't even really like a main idea, like I remember seeing the E3 presentation, and I think someone just kind of came up with the idea. They were just talking about making like a free iOS game. And the best thing about this game, guys, is that the in-app purchases isn't really necessary. The only thing that you can buy with real money is lunchboxes, and the Vault-Tec lunchboxes you can get for free by doing different objectives that are kind of like the quests in the game, but it's a lot more simpler. It just has to do around the vault, like for example, when you level up a character, you'll earn caps, and once a character levels up, you'll get like 20 caps from them. And one of the objectives may be get 2,000 caps. So that's kind of like what the objectives are, and there's different rewards. You could get like 200 caps for doing an objective, or you could get a Vault-Tec lunchbox. And the lunchbox inside them have different things like new residents that you can get into your vault. Usually if you earn a resident from a Vault-Tec lunchbox, it's going to be usually like a really special resident. I forgot what they're called. They're called something on there. But you can also get different guns, costumes that your residents can wear. So, like for example, if the character is working in a water treatment plant, and you get there's specific costumes that help them raise their stats. So if you get like armor for then you'll put it on some guy on the energy plant that's working in the energy plant, and their strength stat will raise up. So if they're like at 4 and the costume is a +2 in strength, then it would go for 6 for strength. So it's really awesome, and the higher your stats are, the faster everything gets produced. So if you're working at a diner that has only 2 people in it, and both of them are wearing an agility costume, then most likely, instead of it taking like 5 minutes to produce food, it'll usually take them around 2 minutes. So it's really good. Now, what do I think about this game? Honestly, oh, my computer just went black for a second. So honestly, I think it's okay, but I think after a few weeks, it kind of gets boring. I think, like, I would say after around 3 or 4 weeks, it gets boring, because I played it from the first day that it was released, until probably just around 2 weeks ago. So, like, 3 or 4 weeks, it just really kind of gets repetitive. Now, I got really far into it, too. Like, I almost had 100 people in my vault. I'm at, like, 75 or something right now. But it really got boring after a while, honestly. And, it's okay, because when you're gone, it's not like it, like, just eats up all of your, production. So, like, if you wait, like, 3 hours, it's not like all of your energy or your food or water is gonna be all down. It will go down a little bit, but not that much. So, I'm gonna jump on right now, actually, because my stats were actually, like, average the last time I jumped on. That was, like, 3 weeks ago. Oh, yeah, right here. I thought I accidentally deleted it. Okay, so I'm gonna load it. But I think, like I said, it kind of gets repetitive over a while. Once you guys get to, like, 60 or 70, you're going to notice that it gets really repetitive. And it just feels like all that work that you did to, you know, gain all these residents are kind of going to, I don't know how to say it, but it's just going to get really repetitive and you won't really want to play it. I don't know, maybe for some of you guys, you may want to, you know, keep playing it. But I find that when there's games that you have to do, like, some similar stuff a bunch of times, I just kind of get bored with it after around, like, halfway through the game, and I stopped playing. But with this one, I gave it a second chance, and I went a little bit over halfway. I'm at, like I said, 70. And the highest you can have for residents in your vault, no, depending on how many, no, it's just overall, I think, yeah, I think it's overall. The amount of people that you can have in your vault is 200, no matter how many rooms you have. I think the most you can have is 200 people in your vault. Now, it does take quite a while to load up. I did notice that. But yeah, honestly, if I'm gonna give this a rating, which I don't really do this on my channel, but I thought because this was a news plus review tie-in, I'm gonna give it a review, and I think that review is, I'd give it a 7.5 out of 10. The reason why is because one of the biggest reasons why I'm giving it a 7.5 out of 10. I would have given it like a 6 out of 10. But just the fact that it's not really a freemium game. It's a free game. There's really no, you know, you don't have to pay to win. It's not like that where, you know, if you upgrade something, it upgrades automatically no matter how high it is, you know, no matter how many residents you have. If you upgrade it, it upgrades within, like, seconds. It doesn't, there's no wait time at all. It's awesome. You don't have to pay to get anything. The only thing you can pay for is the Vault Tech lunchboxes, but you can earn that by objectives, and they're not needed. So it's not like it's currency or anything. It's really awesome. And I strongly do suggest this game. Now, like I said, if it was a freemium game and there was, like, in-game currency that you had, that's like a microtransaction, I would have probably given it like a 5.5 or 6 out of 10, but I'm giving it a 7.5 out of 10 for that reason alone, and also because it is pretty fun. And like I said, when it comes to these games, I usually only go around halfway, but with this game, I went a little bit more than that. But then, like I said, I still got bored of it after a while, and it does kind of get a little bit repetitive. Almost dropped my phone there, and that's why I'm going to give it a 7.5. And I can't seem to be loading this, so it won't load for me, so I'm just going to end the video, guys. So thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe if you're new. This is the longest video, actually. Subscribe if you're new, like and enjoy this video, and I will see you guys in the next episode.